Hello, my name is Rick Adams, and welcome to episode 10 of Customer Success Rants and Musings. And today, a question came up a little while ago, a week or so ago, on LinkedIn. There was a few conversations about this topic. Who should the customer success leader report to? So it doesn't matter what they're called, whether it's the VP customer success or senior director customer success, whoever it is, whoever that person is, whatever their job title is, who should they report to? And a lot of the discussion actually was, there was a lot of consensus really that ideally that person should report direct to the CEO. And I totally get where people are coming from. Now, I would say that actually, perhaps it's a little bit more complicated than that. So I think it does depend a little bit on the type of organization. So two options that I'm presenting, and that's not to say, by the way, these are the only options. Obviously, I don't know your company. I don't know your business. It's going to depend on all sorts of factors that I don't know about for your individual business. But I would say, generally speaking, for a smaller, more renewals-focused company, so maybe a startup software as a service company being a great example of that. It's been going three, 5, 7, maybe even 10 years. But that sort of organization, smaller business, lots of renewals is very important. Then I think there, the VP customer success really is a critical person, or whatever they're called, really is a critical person. So that customer success leader, I would make them a VP. And I would have them report directly to either the CEO or possibly the chief operations officer, or maybe both. But actually, of the two, my preference also, as many others have said, would be the CEO. And I believe that again is because of the sort of strategic forward-looking direction of customer success and how important it is in terms of growth. And that really is what the CEO is in charge of, is helping to grow the company, right? Also, I would even consider if renewals is a big part, like software as a service, where perhaps it's everything, or like everything we sell has a renewals component to it. Well, then I would also consider that VP customer success might actually be important enough to be on the board of directors. So it's worth a consideration. Option two is where we've got maybe a larger, more well-established company with a more traditional setup. Maybe there are renewals, maybe there are other like maintenance and management and professional services contracts, but actually we also do sell our core products and services on a one-off upfront payment method as well. Maybe we've been established for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Maybe we're a larger business with more defined process within it, more defined ways of working, etc., etc. In this situation, and particularly where renewals is important, but not as all critical as perhaps it would be in, say, a SaaS company, maybe the setup would be better to have a CCO, a chief customer office. So that could also be a CXO, a chief experience officer, CCO or CXO, who is responsible, of course, for the whole end-to-end journey. So not just the, what we'll call for a moment, post-sales part that customer success is focusing on, but the entire customer journey, right from initial learning who we are, through to becoming the customer, through to then implementing, through to getting value that we focus on in customer success. The chief customer officer is interested in that entire joined up experience. So maybe it's a really good idea in that sort of company to have a CCO who is responsible overall for marketing, sales, customer success, and who therefore each of those has a function head, which could then be a senior director of customer success, for example, who reports to the CCO. Now, what this does is it takes away some of the pain of the way that collaboration can work between marketing, sales, and CS. And because it's all under one effective authority, that can help to enable better flow of information between those three. So a couple of different options there for consideration. By no means the only two options on the table, but there they are for consideration. So if you've enjoyed this, please do subscribe. You see a subscribe option down there. And also if you go to practicalcsm.com, chapter 1 of my book can be downloaded for free. So this is me, Rick Adams, saying thank you very much for watching, and I'll be with you in another episode very soon.